Hi. So, part of my 30-day challenge is to also spend a little bit of time each day telling you guys about my experiences with the ride. So, while I fold laundry, I'm going to tell you about some of my family's fun moments with the Haunted Mansion. So, my favorite ones all involve my daughter. She first went to the parks when she was 4 months old and then has gone back 5 times, I think. Um, the first time she fell asleep on the ride because she was 4 months old, so she pretty much slept on every single ride. And then when we took her back when she was 3, I think, because then COVID hit and that kind of messed everything up, she rode the ride twice. No, she got on the ride the first time and it broke down right where the candle's floating down at the end. And she was curled up in a ball and she got super scared. She didn't cry or anything during any of that. She just kind of hung out in a tiny little ball. The funny part was the next day we were back at the park and we were like, okay, we're going to ride the ride again. She did fine, no big deal. We walked in from the outside where you walk into the building right before you go into the stretching room. And she did a 100% 180, spun around and was like, nope, I'm not doing this today, and walked right back out. That was the third time. We didn't actually ride it. Her and I ended up taking her back to the stroller and got her down from a nap while everyone else rode the ride. Then the last time we were there, she started to get sick while we were in the park. So she started to get a fever. We weren't really sure that's what was happening though until a little bit later. We got through the line. We had lightning lane, so luckily we didn't have to wait. The moment we got in the stretching room though, she wanted to be picked up and she fell asleep. And so we carried her through the rest of the ride. And for those of you who know, after you get out of the stretching room, you're in that super crowded spot where it's really hard to keep track of your family. So my husband and I were passing her back and forth because she got super heavy, and so we could only carry her for so long. Navigating through that, she slept through the entire ride, and then she slept the rest of the night. So we carried her back to her stroller, laid her down in her stroller, tucked her all in, and out she was. Luckily, her fever, though, only lasted that night, so she was back to it the next day because we were in California Adventures. We go on our next trip, and we just don't really talk about the Haunted Mansion when we are waiting in line. And it's not till we get to the stretching room where she even really knows what's going on. So she'll write it. My girl's super brave, though. She's not super flustered with stuff like that. So far, so